Kat.
Hi, Marion. Are you ready to light the chalice?
Yes. Can you say the words?
Yes. And everyone at home, you can light your chalice too and say the words and motions with us. We'd light this chalice to celebrate Unitarian Universalism. This is the church of the open mind. This is the church of the loving heart. This is the church of the helping hands.
Today, I would like us to sing one of my most favorite hymns. It's an African American spiritual called Guide My Feet. And you can sing along at home, and the words will be at the bottom of your screen. So, everybody, take a deep breath. Guide my feet while I run this race. Guide my feet while I run this race. Guide my feet while I run this race, 'cause I don't want to run this race in vain.
Thank you, Marion. That was beautiful. I'm excited to see what's in the Wonder Box today. Ooh, what is this? It's got words and dates, and it just keeps going.
What does it say?
Here, you take a look. Well, this one says 29-day racial equity challenge. I think I've heard of that.
Ooh, I'm doing the 29-day racial equity challenge. 70 grown-ups in the church. We are all reading together and watching videos about racial justice. We are learning how to be anti-racist.
Huh. There's more on here too. I wonder if that's what this is about. There's phone banking with the NAACP. There's the Anti-Racist Picture Book Club from the summer. That was like the Racial Equity Challenge, but for kids with pictures and stories.
Like, are these all like anti-racist work? This looks like the writing on this goes way, way back, like even before we were born.
Yeah.
We've been working on being anti-racist for a really long time. You know what? This looks like a timeline. It's pretty serious, big deal that people have been working on anti-racism for so long. You have to renew your commitment when something is as big as this.
And we know all about renewal since we've been talking about that all month. Renewal is when you commit to doing something again.
Exactly. Renewal is necessary for work that began even before we were born, for centuries. We all need renewal working on anti-racism. Otherwise, we would get discouraged or tired from such a big task. Renewal gives us the energy to keep working on it. Renewal is kind of like when you fall off your bike, when you're learning to ride it, and every time you get back on, it's renewal. Trying again, and you get better at riding little by little every time.
But we won't even be able to finish anti-racism work. So why should we bother trying?
Well, it's important and it's much bigger than you or me. And it makes the world a better, fairer place. So it's definitely worth the effort.
Okay, but I'm only one person. What can I actually do?
Well, there are lots of things people can do. First, they can learn and then take action. One of the things we're doing as a church staff is reading together. We're reading this book, How to Be an Anti-Racist, and it's written by an African American man named Ibram X. Kendi.
Hey, can I see that?
Sure, I'll move it to the center. When we lift up and listen to people who don't usually get heard, that's called centering because you move that voice to the center. For a long time, we haven't listened to the stories from brown and black people. Centering helps us do that better.
That makes perfect sense. And the great thing about centering is that it's easy to share too.
Hey, that looks like a grown-up book, and I'm just a kid.
Kids might enjoy This Book is Anti-Racist. Let me move it to the center. This is another book written by people of color.
Don't forget that the center is great for sharing. This is a great book for kids because it's full of lessons to learn and then really do the work. We're going to be working on it with youth, but you might want to work on this at home with your family.
I think that baby said, "I'm just a baby. What about me?"
Yeah, what about babies and younger kids?
Well, there's even an anti-racist book for them. Anti-Racist Baby by Ibram X. Kendi. Anti-Racist Baby, abridged. Anti-racist baby is bred, not born. Anti-racist baby is raised to make society transform.
Babies are taught to be racist or anti-racist. There is no neutrality.
Take these 9 steps to make equity a reality.
1, open your eyes to all skin colors.
2, use your words to talk about race.
3, point at policies as the problem, not people.
4, shout, there is nothing wrong with the people.
5, celebrate all our differences.
6, knock down the stack of cultural blocks.
7, confess when being racist.
8, grow to be anti-racist.
9, believe we shall overcome racism.
Anti-Racist Baby is filled with the power to transcend, my friend, and doesn't judge a book by its cover, but reads until
The end.
and see, When we share ideas, they multiply.
Centering helps us spread important ideas, which is the first step of doing the work. Cool. This makes me excited for all of our new reading. I like centering. It's a strong start for being anti-racist.
I'm excited too. I'm glad we're working on this big problem together as a church.
And working on this problem that anti-racists have been working on for centuries.
I'm glad we're renewing our work to be anti-racist.
We've got a lot to read and to do. We better get going.
Yes, but let's extinguish that flame first, because books and flames do not go well together. I'll say the word.
Right.
We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again.